Be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take 28-yard line. Passing, it's Dalton. And he will find his man on the outside. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Dalton operating in the red zone now. To the left side here for Eifert. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Seven yards remaining here on third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is caught at the 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. Here's Dalton. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he motions the wide receiver. It's second down. Dalton looking. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. Dalton on third and goal. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Finding time. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Well, we can get to the third quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Dalton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a carry for Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else this is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They come up in an offset eye. Dalton throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they'll run it here. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Dalton. And a catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And Dalton will just sneak it. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now Bernard, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Dalton now to pass. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They come out here in the eye. Eifert, the man in motion. The pigskin on his 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure if he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And now a first down following that long gain. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, he'll drop. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now here's a carry heading left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. Steps away to his left. From the left side, it's complete. And Dalton appears to be in a fair amount of pain here. He's still on the turf. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Let's go. Clean, no, check. Patriot. Over.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So the D-line's going to spread out. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The man in motion. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 19. And it's good enough for a Cleveland 1st down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go. Back that it up, Philly. Back that Leopard. Set. Please. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a moment. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Got his left. Leopard. Hurry up. Go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now here's a carry heading left. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.